So right now I have no power, so I'm trying to do again the video. This is like I've been trying to do videos for such a long time. Anyway, I have been trying to upload one video for the last, I don't know, 7 days or something, and it's been very difficult to do that. So anyway, here it goes. The topic is how do you prepare for an internet outage? Before I continue, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email, in case that you want to help me out by sending an Amazon gift card. It is very important for me, so thank you very much for your support. So here we go. I'm not a technician on internet or anything like that, but this is kind of like a general idea on how things work, so that you can figure out which one you have, so that you may do the plans appropriately. So here it goes. Think about devices and think about structures. They are not the same. So I have here 4 different kind of structures, and I just did it kind of like the best that I could. And here it goes. The first one is the phone line, like the actual phone line. Now that one has 2 types. There is a landline, like the one that you use for your phone in your house. Not that your cell phone, I'm talking about the phone. And then there is the landline, the phone line that actually works with the internet. You're like, this is old. I know, but here's the deal. This one is very important, because it's for private issues, meaning that it will not give up your location, it does not have access to GPS and stuff like that. So this one, people that have this one are very privacy oriented, and at the same time they might not be affected by a power cut from the internet per se, because this is not Wi-Fi, okay? This is like you connecting your computer to a phone line and then having to dial, and you have to wait for the thing to dial and everything and then connect. And in this case, okay, you have either or both, meaning not both. Meaning that if you're talking on the phone, you have to hang up your computer. And if you're working in the computer, your phone line will be busy and you cannot make a phone call. So this one is very old fashioned, but it's by the way, it's not that fast, but it can work because it is based upon an old technology that actually has to dial, So people do have this one, and you might have neighbors that have this one, and they will not tell you, because like I said, this one you get when you want to be private, when you don't want anybody hacking things into you or whatever, because it's more difficult, okay? And you cannot clone things through this line, okay? So it's very difficult to do things through this kind of technology. It's old technology, but it works. Now, if there is a internet problem with everybody, you have to figure out which system you're in so that you might be able to get it back. So then there is the other one. The one that actually comes with a cable, that it is separated from the phone line, okay? This cable is connected to a modem, and then from the modem you connect through the internet, meaning that you have a modem, and then you have a cable, a physical cable that you plug it into your laptop, tablet or whatever, and then that way you can have internet. Now, the modem you can also plug into a router, and then through the router you get the Wi-Fi, okay? Now, this device and this device, they both depend upon power. This one does not depend upon power, okay? This one depends upon the phone line. This one does not depend upon power, but this one does, okay? So if you want to have this one, you need to have like a UPS system or something in case that the power doesn't work. You might be able to still have communications, because they will be working. Now, the other one that you have, the other system that you have is that you actually have power, okay? Sorry about the flashlight, it's just that we have no power, so anyway. So, this one, you can connect through the phone and you can use it for the router or the modem, meaning that if you have power, you can use your phone in your house if it is cordless or, you know, stuff like that, kind of like new. If your phone in your house requires batteries or requires electricity, then your landline can work, but your phone will not, because that one depends upon power, okay? So this is important to know. If you want the landline to work, you need a cord phone. Old, you know, old school, the one that doesn't work with batteries or anything. Hell, you might even have to pull the button like this and then wait for the number to go out and then like that. Yeah, kind of like that. But they are reliable. These ones are not, okay? So now, here you have another one, the last one, which is the Wi-Fi. This one you might not know. So this might be a very, and I do mean very, very, very good alternative for preppers. And here is why. You know how this one depends upon a modem? So your Wi-Fi in your house or in the mall or whatever, it will depend upon a modem, okay? But what happens if, for example, you have a laptop and you are in the middle of a forest and you have absolutely no Wi-Fi? Well, get the freaking power bank. I know this one because every time that you go into a very secluded town or something, people will get this one. This one is an actual USB driver that you buy and then you put money in it, meaning that it's very limited, okay? It will have, I don't know, let's say 5 megabytes or 10 megabytes or whatever. And depending upon the money that you put in, you get it and then you plug it into the tablet, laptop, even cell phones or whatever, and it will provide you with Wi-Fi, no password, no modem, no nothing, meaning that if there is a power on the grid, you know, with the modems and the stuff and the power, whatever, this one may work because it's kind of like you having a cell phone, but this one is disposable cell phone, okay? So this is a version, kind of like the same version. You have a cell phone but doesn't work, but this one is a disposable cell phone and it's kind of working. Yeah, kind of like that, because this one will connect with any kind of service and that it is available nearby, and it is not 100% reliable, but oh hell, beats, you know, anything. And the problem is that, like I said, this one is private and this one is quite limited, meaning that, for example, if you're going to download a movie, oh hell no, because, you know, you will need like what, 20 megabytes or something, and this one only have 5 megabytes. So it's very limited, but the good news is that you don't require power, okay? Meaning that, for example, you are in the woods and you have your computer and your computer is full, you know, that one works. But the modem requires power, but this one doesn't require anything. This one you just plug it in and that's it, you know. It will connect through any cell phone that is available nearby and it will get you to the internet. But it will not get you with the same thing with the modem, and it might not work with the GPS thing or whatever, but I'm not sure if it works with the GPS thing, but I do know that a lot of people rely upon this one. So if you do not know about this one, you might research it. I don't know all the details because, you know, I have like 5 people that have it, but they just buy it and use it. You know, I'm like, okay, does it have limit or whatever? And all I know is that they have the limit of the megabyte thing, and they have to recharge it. So if you run out of money, that's it. So you will have to go and recharge it again or get a new one, okay? So this is a very good choice if you are looking to go to a place that have, you know, no Wi-Fi whatsoever and no, you know, tower nearby or whatever. So this might be a choice. You have to research with your company and the providers that you might have. And anyway, so this is like kind of like what you can get, and this is how they connect. So now you know that if you don't have power, then you have no modem and you have no router, which means that you won't have Wi-Fi. But if you have the UPS connected to the modem and the router, you will still have Wi-Fi and you will still have internet, but you just won't have power. If you don't have power and you don't have, modem or whatsoever, you can get the phone line. That internet is special because it goes through the phone, so you need to have somebody that has that kind of technology. Like I said, either or both. And if you still want to communicate through phone lines, you need a cord phone, old one that has absolutely no batteries, no nothing whatsoever. So anyway, here we go. Now, the advices, what to do. Well, first of all, you prepare with devices that will be able to get you through hard times with communication, meaning that you want to get information from local radios. I am not talking about national media whatsoever because, they might know nothing. So your local radio will definitely know something. Hell, there are people that will have the phone numbers for their favorite journalist. And, I mean, come on, you might not like that guy, but if the guy knows, then, you want to know with him. So it is not about your favorite journalist just per se. It is about the one that gets you the real information. So, some have favorite journalists, some have journalists that they really like because they are honest and stuff and they know they're thinking. So you can text them or you can call the main line. This is what I will do. I will probably go to my 3 main local radio stations and I will ask their address. I will ask if they have generators and how long do the generator last. And I will ask their phone number and stuff. And this is very important to have written somewhere, okay? Because when there is problems with internet and power and water and all of those things, you want to listen to these people on the radio. And so if you do not have a crank radio, the one that you put with your hands and stuff, then you might want to get that information in advance, or you can use your car. Most people, when there was a power outage, they just went to their car and turned it on and then tried to look for the local station and stuff because, sometimes these people, they have radio towers things and they have radio communication that can work with other countries. And some journalists will even ask for other countries, what the hell is happening that I don't know, because national media might not know, but people from other countries might be watching from different cable news and stuff and they will know. So this is important for you to know. The other one that you may want to think about is, like I said, the structures, like where are the cell phone towers, how long do they last without power and stuff like that. This information, they probably have it in your local radio. And also, this is important. Print your papers. And you're like, what papers? And I'm like, okay. Anything that has a number on it that you want to get immediately, like your bank account number, like your insurance policy number, and the companies and the addresses to pay for things and stuff like that. Because if there is no internet, companies will still go and shut off services. Because, they have a deadline, meaning that if you pay every 30 of the month, somebody will come up and, do the cutting. They will cut your service on the 30 if they haven't received the payment. And then you're like, yeah, but I usually pay by the internet. And they're like, I don't care, you didn't pay me. So what you do is you get a lot of checks. Like a checking account, you need to have a check. Because here's the deal. You can go to the company and you can even try to get it through the post office or something. And then you can say, hey, there is a check here, meaning that I will honor that. Because here, the company, if the company has a check from you, they can actually get that money from the bank or they can work it out with you. But if they don't have checks or they don't have anything, they will just cut you off, So you may or may not have a chance if you have checks. So I suggest that you get a lot of checks. And I suggest that you get all of your insurance information printed. Because here's the deal. Let's say that you have an emergency and now you need to go to a doctor. And the hospital is trying to figure out, some of them might be public and they will take care of you. But if it is a private clinic or something, they won't bother with you if you don't have your papers at hand. They will be like, yeah, just give me your, company name, and then I will call them and see if they have the number. Because here's the deal. If you have the insurance card thing with the number on it, and it is with a seal and it is legit, they will just photocopy it and let you in. Because, they can charge the insurance company later because they already have the paper. They already have the insurance policy number. They already have the date in that thing. They already have the payment and everything. But if they don't have it, then they will have to ask for the company to send it. If they have to ask the company to send it, they will be like, okay, try to imagine a secretary that is quite busy because it is, 40 times the amount of work that it used to be yesterday when there was Wi-Fi. But now there is not, and now she has to do everything by hand. Yeah, and on top of that, you are asking her to call the company and stay on hold and, get the freaking number so that you can come back next week? Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen, especially not the way you want to. So you want to have those papers printed. You also want to have all kind of papers that says, if you have disabilities or special conditions or allergies or whatever, you need to have all that information printed because you cannot rely on the system. So, I just hope that this is helpful. I mean, it's not all of the things that I will do. I will probably do some other things, but they are related, to my country and stuff, and they might not be working out for you. So I just hope that this helps, and thank you for listening to me.